How you doing there? I'm Gerald Reynolds, and this is Portland, Oregon. I don't have many fingers, so it's kind of hard to type. Therefore, I'll make this video in response to the Oregon State Police Lieutenant's representation of the problems facing the Oregon Medical Marijuana Act and the program that regulates it, whatever you want to call it. First of all, this is the only medicine where we have to actually pay the state to have a little card that says that we're allowed to have the medicine. What they do with that money, I don't know. I don't know why this program isn't part of the Oregon, the regular health plan program anyway. And as for there being only like, what they say, 10 doctors doing 76% of the attending physician reports, that's because the doctors in this state and others probably won't do it for you. Your own doctor. I was kicked out of my program. I was kicked out of Providence Assurance and kicked out of the Providence Gateway Clinic because I asked my doctor about medical marijuana with the hopes that she might sign the condition sheet to allow me access. She tells the insurance company tells her, you tell him either he accepts the prescriptions that you prescribe, the medicines that we okay, or he can use medical marijuana, but he can't have both. So what do? Since I'm on the narcotics contract, I was already a medical marijuana patient, already had my card. They gave me a UA. Well, of course, I had marijuana in my blood, in my system. So what do? They kicked me out. They dropped me from all my medication, including the opiates that they were throwing at me, which put me into withdrawals. I was without medication for over a month, trying to find a doctor to just accept me, to just write me my prescriptions. That's all I want. All I wanted was someone to write me my prescriptions. I don't need a doctor for anything else right now. I'm dying. I have no legs. No legs. See? Congestive heart failure and many other, hypertension, many other, Meniere syndrome, Berger's disease, hepatitis C. I get migraines, fibromyalgia, arthritis, or for crying out loud, and I'm dying. I want to use medical marijuana. What is wrong with someone feeling the way I do, as sick as I am, wanting to have a little bit of euphoria while they have to sit in their bed and do nothing else? What makes you think that we want to be criminals? What makes you think that we want to just abuse marijuana to abuse it? You realize that if we use it too much, it doesn't do us any good. So we don't abuse it. Most of us on the program, all of us on the program. And wait a minute, as a matter of fact, the thing about the caregivers, being so many of them, half of them being we have to be our own caregiver in a lot of cases. Do you get that? Can't find someone to do it. I can't find anyone to grow it for me. I don't know why. People they're afraid. They're afraid of you pricks. The DEA and all that crap. The doctors are afraid to lose their license. Yet, in the program, they're supposed to advise me of medical marijuana. They're supposed to let me, if I ask for it, they're supposed to sign the sheet. That's the law. And yet this made-you-pot with the Gateway Clinic of Providence gets me kicked out of the program, doesn't want nothing to do with me anymore because I mentioned medical marijuana. There's something wrong with that picture. She wanted to increase my opiates. She wanted to give me all the opiates I asked for. But I mentioned medical marijuana and I get kicked off not only out of the clinic, I got kicked out of the insurance. I had to find another insurance company. So you know what, Lieutenant Dickman? Just legalize it. Let us have our pot. Stop raiding us. If you wouldn't give us such a bad time, there wouldn't be so many illegal people doing it. If it wasn't illegal, in a lot of cases, we wouldn't have this trouble. It wouldn't be worth as much as it is to them, so they wouldn't mess with it. Look what happened in Holland. No, really, go over there in the Netherlands. Go over there and take a look. Spend a week there, at night even, in the so-called, what they call the free zone. You don't see people hanging out selling drugs. There's hardly anybody selling drugs. Hardly anybody does any crack or heroin or any of that. Just get a grip. We're human beings. We're adults. We know what we're doing. I'm dying anyway. Do you think I care if I get addicted to marijuana when I'm already addicted to opiates? Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Well, that's all I got to say. I hope somebody listens to this, and I hope you son of a bitches really, really, really pay attention to us. There's nothing wrong with doing some medical marijuana and being a little bit of euphoric, feeling a little good while you're sick as all hell. Nausea and everything else. You just don't get it. What if your own father was sick like that, and the only thing that would really alleviate him was medical marijuana? What would you do? It even kills cancer in some cases. And our body is full of natural cannabinoids. You people. Outrageous. Well, I'm done. And by the way, Angela, co-marijuana, great reports. You're a professional, young lady. Keep it up. We'll see y'all later. This is Gerald Reynolds in Portland, Oregon, signing off. Good night.